What's up, guys? It's Bgb.Productions here, and obviously what you're seeing right now and what you're about to see, a few days apart, but just wanted to throw an introduction in here, and we're gonna jump back in time a little bit. Look at that first package on the front porch at the new house. I'm here now. Instead of spending $700 or $800 on an exhaust that's already pre-built, I have a welder and other tools and the will to do so. So I got this. Now I had a really hard time trying to find this exact electronic cutout. Now, whenever you look up the certain cutout, like, you know, the exhaust that people sell for $700, $800, they have this cutout right here. Now, you cannot find, if you look up electric cutout, you cannot find it. So I got nosy one day, went to my buddy's shop, and he had a rig with this exhaust on it, and I got to looking, and it said 63 on it. Well, I looked up 63, and here you go. You got this compact mini cutoff. Now that y'all have seen that video and you kind of know what's going on, I've got my 19 Can-Am X3 or XE X3 Turbo R 72-inch. I know it's a mouthful, but Can-Am guys will get mad if you don't say what it is. Non-smart shock. Couldn't afford that. Anyway, so I love this thing. I've done a lot to it. Maybe I'll do a walk around, maybe not. I mean, a bunch of suspension work done to it, cage, seats, yada yada. But anyway, I love how it sounds, but it is kind of too quiet for me. I'm poor, and I don't really want to spend $700, $800 on a exhaust setup that I know I can make and perform, you know, the same, if not better. So, what I've got here is a $135 exhaust cutout off of Amazon. I know I've got these Mandrel bins. Now, those will come into play later on in the video, but I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, good old Marketplace, and I found these. Now, these aren't the ones off of Facebook. These are actually mine off of our 18 S550 Mustang, and it was way too loud with those on it, so I put a set of Roush axlebacks on that thing. But basically, why it gets brought up is when I was scrolling through Facebook, I seen that, and I'm like, man, I have one of those, and then it clicked. You've got your, I'm gonna cut it right there, you've got your straight piece, but then you've got your out and your out, put the cutout right there, which, you know, I mean, a lot of people have already seen these exhausts, but in hindsight, it'll come out about right there and then dump out that way. So basically what you see in there is took the heat shields off, heat shield brackets. I undid the V-band clamp because Can-Ams are pretty cool and they do V-band instead of freaking 4-bolt stuff like Polaris does. They make this tool that you can, you know, have like a little hook tool for the springs on the exhaust. Well, I have got a block of wood, a sledgehammer, screwdriver, crappy screwdriver, and a little bit of heat, and we're gonna make something. We're gonna let that cool off, but something about like that. Right there, you can see that spring. Just like that. Now, whether you saw that or not, it worked. So now that that is off, you have your factory Can-Am head pipe. And yeah, so basically nothing. It's got a little flexible thing you do right there. And then this is actually a resonator. So basically like a cat, as you call it, pre-cat for the muffler. Now, these things sound, I mean, honestly pretty good for what they are, stock, but it just needs a little more. So I am going to get a measurement on this, and I am going to cut my deal out over there, get it tacked, get it where I want it. There, I cut the coupler off, and then I cut the cat out. I marked out my Y over there, but I wanted to see if I can get y'all to pick up on this. That, along with the muffler, is what they're expecting this thing to breathe through. Tack this thing up and put it into place and see if I like it. I am going to put my helmet on, finish welding this thing up, and then I'll weld the ends on it and show. That'll be sped up a little bit, but gotta weld it up. I had to push and pop it a little bit because it was trying to blow through. I got lucky a few times, put some good welds on it. I don't get that all the time. I'm all welded up. Figured I'd show y'all how she fits. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of tucked up in there. And what my goal is I'm gonna cut this plastic right here. And you can see her hiding back there. I'm gonna make it come right out there. So now that we're mocked up, I freaking really like that. So the other ones, they kind of come out and dump out here, but I've got 35s and I don't know, I just felt like it needed to be in a more kind of covered area. And I mean, look how slick that looks. That just looks good all around. I mean, from the back, you can't really even tell unless you're really looking for it. And I also went ahead and I took the cut off and I was gonna angle it straight back, but I felt like it was too close to the actual exhaust. It's pretty well, you know, far enough away I feel like it's gonna be safe. So finish welding that bad boy up and then work on the piece that's gonna come straight out the little plastic exhaust cover there. After I get to the point where I'm gonna weld all the way around this, I'm actually gonna plug this in and activate this to make sure that it's not gonna hit the exhaust pipe on the inside. And then once I get my other piece tacked up, I'll do the exact same thing. So yeah, basically I just fed it 12 volts and that's kind of like an on and off switch. So one way opens it, one way closes it. Instead of throwing that out the way that I actually, you know, like I should, I'm gonna try something that I've seen online. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we're gonna give it a good old college try. We're gonna try a little teardrop exhaust tip. So I'm gonna do it how I think it needs to be done, and we'll see how it goes. I've got a few other tries that I can do, so let's see. But you know, just like that, a little bit of cleaning up, we got the teardrop action. Also, forgot to mention that the other piece of the 90 that you cut off, it makes a perfect turn down. The more you know. Woo-wee, boy. Just gotta cut a piece, trim that bumper up a little bit, and then it'll be done. That is what we are working with. So we're gonna throw it in the rig real quick. It's really late, and my old lady's asleep, so I gotta make this quick. But now, granted, I haven't done the wiring yet, so right now it's closed. Okay. All right, really excited, but it's really late. It's almost midnight. I gotta work at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to bed. But exactly what I wanted. Thanks for watching, guys.